If a person is open, I believe that anyone can have a match. Do I think that everyone has done the personal work and has kept their hearts open to receive their matches? No. I think that what's really holding people back is their perceived ideas of who they think they're gonna fall in love with, looks like, acts like, seems like. Hello, my name's Amy Van Doren, and I'm a professional matchmaker for a living.
So first we're actually gonna be looking today for JF. Okay, so he's 31.
All right, we're gonna start with JF. Okay.
He's a creative.
I love JF. He's a yogi, he's a writer, he's financially stable.
He's really funny.
He's got a great job. So he needs someone, I think, that's a little bit more grounded, but also can like go on crazy adventures.
So this girl's very cool.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matchmaking is a luxury service. I don't think that you can get a truly great matchmaker in New York City for less than $40,000. Handbags are expensive, art is expensive. Curating your love life by a team of professionals is expensive. This was a very, very close match. He went on 4 great dates. He says nothing but positive things. I think just the chemistry.
Yeah, I think.
But what he liked is that they kind of came from similar backgrounds, and so he could it was very relatable. Me, Alexa, Zoe, we take on 16 clients at a time, and those are the people we're working for. In a 6-month period, that's as many people as we take on. And then we're interviewing people constantly to be their matches. So it's free to be a match with a client, and then a client, well, that's quite expensive. Because he got so far, I think that the next match, like if we get the right match, like we could, like he's ready. The cab light's on, like if we put the right person in front of him, we can make a wife happen.
Let's make a wife happen.
Let's make a wife happen. Kind of funny story, the way I got started with matchmaking. I started matchmaking as a performance art piece 16 years ago in a park. I had this little sign that said free love advice, and I would sit in the park all day and all night, and I would just talk to strangers. And eventually that turned into a career. In a typical year, I'll probably make $250,000. One of the risks you take when you're starting your own business is some years you make nothing and other years you make a lot, and you just have to hope that it all evens out in the wash. I'm super proud to have an all-female team of women that we're able to support by finding people love. And this year I got them health insurance. It's a big deal for a 3-person team that started off as a performance art piece in the park. The hardest part of being a matchmaker is because I fall so deeply in love with every client. You're like, where's their match, and you feel so responsible. And so the highs and the lows of what a client's going through, it's really hard to not take it personally. And so, I wake up the first thing in the morning and I'm thinking about, where's Michael's match, and I go to sleep. And so I think what makes me a good matchmaker is I'm pretty obsessed. Another problem is that the answer of why someone's single, but if they're not ready to hear it, if they're not ready for that breakthrough, you have to sit and watch them make the same mistakes over and over again. That can be challenging. Is this your first time with a matchmaker?
Yes, I've never met with one.
Well,
but I've been always thinking about it. It always seems like a thing that, it'd be interesting to do.
I've been matchmaking for 15 years, and I've personally interviewed over 15,000 single people for an hour each in person. All right, Amanda, so we're going to be asking you for the next hour some questions. And if you match with one of our clients, there's only 16, so if you don't get any calls, it's not personal.
Right.
You can also hire us. It'd be my pleasure to be your matchmaker. And if we set you up, you guys go on the date, and then afterwards you call us and you tell us how the date went. Because the whole point of this is us helping you become the best version of you dating.
Exactly, yeah.
So Amanda, usually by the time someone is coming to me, there's been some sort of aha moment or wake up, whatever. Why love now for you?
I'm in my 30s. I'm more secure with myself than ever. I'm just so ready to grow with somebody else and reflect the growth that I've done with myself with somebody else as well.
Monogamy, is that something?
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
100%, yes.
Yeah.
Would you relocate for love?
Yeah.
Cool, that's always good. I always say that New York is a little bit lopsided as far as the male to female ratio goes.
Yeah.
And so I've been having a lot of luck setting up people in San Francisco, Mexico City.
Yeah.
Do you want kids?
I'm about to start freezing my eggs.
Okay.
Like I start my the whole process on Monday, literally.
All right.
So I say that I have an insurance policy in place.
As far as like gender roles go, let's say you're pregnant.
Yeah.
And you're about to have a kid. Do you want to take some time off? Do you want a stay-at-home husband? Like, what's kind of the ideal situation for like your life setup?
The idea of taking maternity leave also kind of like freaks me out. I'm like, because I don't take vacations. I don't take breaks. I don't slow down.
You don't
I'm
take
like,
vacations?
no, I took my first vacation for the first time in years.
Listen, you're gonna want to
last
try to
month.
date someone. These things happen when there's space.
Yeah.
You know, it can't. You have
And
to
I'm
like
trying to make the space.
and make a little groovy space so that you
Exactly.
can fall in like a little groovy love. You know.
I'm trying to make the space, and I'm incentivizing making the space. Like I'm taking a lot more time for myself this year than I think I ever
no
have.
vacations. Like
I hadn't had one for 4 years.
so.
yeah.
Some of my favorite clients, they're like workaholics, ladies like running my favorite stuff. When they were doing the process, it didn't work. They got fired or quit their job. All of a sudden, like a week later, they found the love of their life.
Right.
But it really does take
Yes,
space.
it takes
so then
space.
when you're taking space, you're like present, you're connecting with people, you're really able to see what's special. Yeah, so you're here. You so are amazing. You really do deserve love.
Thank you.
And you've done all your personal work, but now you have to make space
Yeah.
to receive that love.
You know, sometimes I get jaded, and I'm really excited to know that there's might be somebody out there, or could be somebody out there that's like perfect for me and my little weird self. You know, I'm real excited.
Oh my God, someone's gonna be so happy and excited and thankful to date you. We just have to have you show up and make space for that to happen.
I'm gonna do it.
All right, so 3 tips that I can give single people looking to empower themselves to find love. Tip number 1, treat the whole world like it is your dating arena. So when I'm walking through my neighborhood, I almost act like I'm the mayor. So I say hi to every single person I meet on the street. I try to get to know people's stories. I tell people I'm looking for love, and you know, if they know anyone great, that they can help me out. And so try to like really be a member of your community and really use the resources of the real people that know you and that are around you. Tip number 2, throw out your crazy list of arbitrary things that you think you're looking for in a match. Whether a person has a certain kind of job or their height or their religion, none of these things really matter. What you should be paying attention to when you're meeting a new person is, how do they make me feel? Do I feel seen, heard, understood, and can I connect with them? Tip number 3, stop acting like love is something that's going to happen to you. Learn social generosity. Go up to people and approach them from a place of like high self-esteem and give them the gift of getting to know you. So instead of being like, oh, what is this person doing for me? Ask yourself, how can I activate or unlock what's awesome about another person? So I think the world, especially with all the trauma and the fear in the world, I think we have been taught after our heart's been broken to close our hearts. And I think the real work is keeping your heart open. Love isn't something that happens to you. Love is a creative thing. You have the key and you can ignite it in another person. Say bye. Bye, we hope we find you all matches. Like there's nothing better than like, you know, you go through this process, you find a great match, and then like a year later you get a little card in the mail and it's like the wedding photos. It's so sweet.